Welcome to this Shogun 2 campaign, Total War. And this is a game save from a very long time ago. This isn't something I downloaded from somewhere. I actually played this as probably about 95 turns. And I have no real clue as to what's going on here, because the save game is from 2014, which is 8 or so years ago, which is a bit tricky. I can't really comment on any of this campaign, as I mentioned previously, I have no real clue. And the other unfortunate thing is that once I loaded the game save, it loaded into this battle thing, which I don't believe I might be able to win it automatically, but probably not. So let's just play the battle. Hopefully I remember how to actually play this game, which may be a bit troublesome. But even if I could win it automatically, I think it would just waste too many troops. These defensive battles can be relatively easy, and you can win it a lot better yourself rather than letting the AI finish the game. The attack battles are a different story in this game. I have played it more recently than 2014, but not on this campaign. So that's what we have. We have some quite elite units, mostly elite units, and just some cheap ones for whatever reason, and just some, I believe these are like they stay in the castle, so just like castle defense units. And we have an actual general. Now, on the other side, we have something else, something not so sophisticated, if I recall from that map overview. So let's just arrange the units. The castle, I believe, is damaged. The gates are open, unfortunately, but it doesn't really matter too much. Now, the main thing here is to use these matchlock, matchlock ashigaru. Okay, so these are with guns. They should scare the enemy. They don't really do much damage, if I remember correctly, but they do scare them quite well. So we'll just place a few archers around the whole building here, the whole castle. And then we'll place some of them in the middle, so we can just sort of move things around very quickly and start shooting the enemy once they come to the gate. And also, I need to place some of these samurai at the entrance, like that. And let's see what else we can do. These ones can probably just go here. These ones can just stay like that. The archers can shoot from anywhere. It doesn't really matter if you place them along the wall or not. We can probably do it like that. They fit quite well. So we have that. And then we need some samurai here. And then we also need these. These will be great. These are like, what are they? Spear people. I believe at least they are good with horses, or rather against horses. They kill the horses. So we place one of them here, and there's another unit here. These are oh no, these are more expensive ones, so that's very good. They don't die so easily and all that. Another thing is, when defending a castle, you need to try and spread out your units as much as possible, because once the enemy archers will be able to reach with their arrows, they will be killing whatever is inside the castle. So just sort of spread them out, just so they can't kill too much in one place, like that. Okay, we can do it like that, and then these ones can just go there, and we don't want that as well. So everything shouldn't be in like one place. That's never a good idea. And then like that, and like that. Okay. And then the general should be facing the exit, because we will try to use the general to actually flank the enemy at some point. Once they start climbing up those gates, we will try to let the general loose basically on them and kill them all from behind. Not exactly the honorable strategy, but it is a winning strategy. So let's start. See what happens. Let's see where the enemy is. I usually at this point pause the game so that I can see, sort of get my bearings, see where the enemy actually is. So they are coming from that direction and from this direction. That's perfect. As long as they don't come from every direction, we will be good to go. And most likely what I need to do here, I need to move these around a bit so that we can shoot them more effectively. Okay, like that. Let it run for a bit. Let's see. Okay, they're going out, out, out like that. Okay. And then add some speed. These are great. I think they're only good to scare the enemy. Unless it's very light infantry or something, then maybe they will be able to actually kill them somewhat. Now then, the archers, so you don't need the archers in that place. We need the archers here, so they can kill all those incomings. And then we need some of them here as well. And then, I guess, somewhere here. We will move those a bit back. We'll move the general out of sort of harm's way. Right here we'll put it. And do we have more archers? Do we have more archers or not? Oh, we can definitely put some there. Definitely. Okay. Now, I believe these have a capability to do fire arrows. So once we get something a bit closer, let's see how well they die. Okay, so these won't come any closer. That's kind of a problem. We will need to probably just kill them with the other, with the horses, I guess. So now then, all of them can start shooting, and what I'm gonna do, quickly, let's do these. Okay, let's start shooting. And then we'll do the fire arrows. It will look very, very nice. I hope. Oh yeah. Let's kill them all. Well, the fire arrows, I think they're more for scaring the enemy rather than actually killing them. They're good for buildings and stuff, not really for actual damage. And what are these doing? Nothing really all that useful. Okay, so we will need to, I think we will need to move them out a bit to actually be able to kill them. These are quite resistant to arrows, so I think we can just let them go. We'll see where these come, and I'm gonna pull out the general probably somewhere to here, like that, and then we'll launch those to kill the archers, and we'll be good to go, I hope, at least. They do have some horses as well. You can probably just start letting them out. Like that, and we will need to retreat the archers very soon. We don't want the archers fighting. These more expensive archers are actually capable of some decent hand-to-hand combat as well, but obviously the samurai are a lot better at that. And we can move them out. Like that. And like that. That's perfect. And now we're gonna use our general to hopefully be able to attack those archers. And they are already fleeing, which is a great sight to see. And these are, yeah, that's mine. And then these ones can just shoot them up like that. We'll be able to move the samurai later. So it should be relatively few losses, hopefully, if I don't make any major mistakes, which can of course happen quite easily. But other than that, we want to shoot those, we want to shoot those. And you need to focus on one unit. If you focus on one unit in this kind of a battle, they will flee a lot faster. That's the only reason why we actually do that like that. Okay, and then this one can attack those. Oh, these are actual bow samurai, which is a bit of a problem. But doesn't matter, they should die just as well. Let's see. Beautiful. Yes. They will die soon. Okay, why aren't you doing anything? Oh no. I believe I made a bit of a mess of that. Well, it doesn't matter. We can send those in. And then we can send some of these in. I do want to keep the entrance sort of locked up like that. Gonna send those there, and that should be good. Let's spread the archers around a bit just so they don't get killed all at once. And now we can do that. And now we can attack with the general. General is powerful, but you have to be careful not to lose it, as it ruins the morale and all that stuff. So you have to be really careful with him. Very precious asset the general is. Let's scare them a bit.
Our general is in grave
Yeah.
danger, my lord.
Oh yeah, this is easy. That is easy. Unfortunately, this is not so easy. You need to retreat, I think, and then just move these forward. These are already fleeing. That's a great thing. Let's see. There are 70 of them, but I guess they aren't very experienced. That's why they don't have any sort of decent morale, and they just sort of die very quickly. Okay, we have Yari, Shigaru. Those are very cheap and simple units, so we're just gonna try and kill them all with the arrows. Yes, these are the basic units, so we don't have too much protection against the artillery and all that stuff, all the arrows and guns, and you can actually shoot them up like that. Just kill them all, and they're already getting some backup, which is an amazing thing. We cannot unfortunately use the general because they are with spears and stuff, and that would kill the horses. So let's see now. Now we can start killing them. Very good. And we should be done with this battle quite quickly. Now, I'm just gonna wait for a tiny bit amount of time. Actually, I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm just gonna release them so we can flank them and kill them all. Very easy it should be. Okay, let's start killing them. And no, not like that. Okay. Oh, run away, general needs to run away. We could, I think we can dismount in this game, but I don't really see any reason for that. Just run away. Okay. That's how we like to do things. Run away, and that's it. Did I lose my samurai? I did lose my samurai. Oh no. That's not a good thing. And these are now climbing, so that didn't quite work out. And these are under attack. Oh, that's not much to worry about. We can try and kill some horses. What are these? These are some Yaris, and okay, so we just kill these, and then those I think in turn should flee. We should just flee. This is quite a scattered battle, but there's not much I can actually do about that. And these need to come here somewhere. Like that. Do we have more samurai? We do have more samurai, so we can just place them here, see if we need some backup in here perhaps, or perhaps somewhere else as well. And then we can just go and kill them all. Right, let's begin again. They are retreating, and since they are retreating from here, I think we can probably use them maybe somewhere else. I'm not really sure. Okay, these are retreating now as well. No, they are not retreating at all. Okay, attack them now. What is going on? A real mess is happening here. We want the archers to retreat into the back. Don't want them in harm's way, because archers are better in some distance, and then samurai can kill hand to hand. Very easy and very simple, and then these can actually try and kill a few there. That's gonna be necessary once we're done with everything else. Now the horses. Okay, let's try to move these ones there, and then these ones like that. And we should be able to make that work. Okay. Oh, we can do them there, right? We'll just shoot up the horses if there's even enough time to do that. Let's see. The battle won't end by then. Oh, these ran away very, very far. Where's my general? Why are they chasing them? Why do they still have some morale left? Okay. I do believe this is going to be a bit of a costly battle, but what can you do? And again, I'm not even sure what the state of the rest of the map looks like, so that will be interesting to find out. Let's shoot up the general. What are you doing? No, stand there.
A glorious victory.
Yes, I know. Let's kill the general at least. Okay, shoot those horses. Yes. They need to die. Okay, everyone's running away. I don't think we're gonna chase them, let's just win the battle and be done with it, I think. I'm not really sure if it's worth chasing them. Perhaps we can do some kind of a peace treaty, perhaps something else will happen. So we'll see what's going on in the actual map, because as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I have absolutely no clue as to what's going on here. I think it should be a relatively steady map, and I do believe I am the Shogun now in this map. I think that was kind of the main goal in this arrangement. Well, that's unfortunate. I lost a very experienced unit. We didn't have too many losses, I think. But yeah, quite a lot. And you see, this is the good thing about these higher end units. I only had 2700, they had 3200, and they all died. So I didn't even need to chase them, it seems. They just all died. Okay, that's very good. I like when they die, so there's no sort of little pieces of armies going around. That can cause some real issues. They can take unprotected towns and stuff like that, so that's a bit troublesome. Okay, that's interesting. I have no clue why that army is there. Let's do a quick save. And unfortunately there's another battle, and this one will be very, very difficult to do. See. Well, we can decline attack. It seems I'm at war with everyone. I think maybe this is on hard mode, this game. Okay, let's save again. I'm just gonna launch it on auto-resolve, and if it's not too many losses, I'm just gonna go with that. There shouldn't be too many losses. We again have some decent units, we have some matchlocks. It should be at least relatively simple to defend this fortress, which I believe it actually is a fortress, not just a castle. So let's see. Well, that's quite a few losses, but okay, whatever. Let's just move along, see what's happening. Okay, someone demoralized. Let's see. Someone is a traitor. Okay, whatever. Well, I'm not sure if it will actually kill one of the generals or something, so I'm just gonna give them a chance to redeem themselves. Oh, shut up. I'm not really sure how to disable the help, so it doesn't matter. So, let's get some understanding of what actually is going on here. This is a Tokugawa campaign, and this is what we have here. We are at war on... I do like to look from the other side, I think. Yeah, like that. Now that makes more sense. So this island is at the bottom of the map. I just look at it like that. I'm sure some other people would like to look at things like this. From, I guess, in real world map it would be from south to north. So looking at the north, because that's how real world map looks like, I believe. But I prefer to do it this way. It's kind of easier to see things, and you can see the whole length, the whole width rather of the island, and then you just go along the length of it. We do have some ships, that's all great. I have no clue what they are used for. Perhaps some of these trade ports could be taken over as well. So let's just start from this side, from the, well, whatever it is, east, west, south, whatever.
You have just selected a
Okay,
character
shut
belonging to
up.
another clan.
I'm not sure how to disable it. By the way, this is running on, I believe it's running on the highest settings. Like everything is on ultra, everything is enabled. I'm not sure, that's not enabled. Well, doesn't matter. I did enable everything, but, well, whatever. Let's see if we can disable it somewhere. Well, I guess we can't. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's just leave it at that. Doesn't matter. Let's start from this side. We have a little army here. We have... we are at war with them. We are at war with them. Now, I have a feeling already. We are at war with everything, because we are at war with Takeda, and yeah, we are at war and at war and at war with those Popul people. Well, these are rebels, so I guess these are like, yeah, this public order thing isn't all that great, and these are exempted from taxes. Okay, that's not really good. I have no clue how this was played. Okay.
Units can be recruited. When unhappiness becomes, monks can convert both the populations of provinces and other Asians to their religion.
Put them all there, just so we can have a clear view. But basically, we are at war with everyone. Now, I'm looking at the money here. I think it was one of those cheat things used to actually add a lot of money to make things go a lot faster. I think it might have been one of those campaigns that I did. I do remember doing it once or twice. It was kind of interesting to just get into those very expensive units very quickly, get those big interesting looking armies going, but I'm not sure if it's this map, but I'm guessing from the amount of money that there is, it's probably going to be this map. Now, again, I'm not too sure, but it doesn't really matter. The wars are still costly here. Okay, this is one of a very few friendly worlds. I think it's actually the only one. Everyone's at war, so I believe what I can actually do at this point, I can just go to diplomacy and try to negotiate some pieces. Hopefully we can maybe negotiate... Shut up! You're interfering with my speech. Yes, I know what this option is. Ah, that lady is annoying. Let's see. Oh, they accepted. Great. Maybe they are enemies with everyone. Let's see if we can end some wars. Now, I think the biggest problem would be here. This Chosakabe thing, because I'm not actually sure if I can defend myself against them. There is a very, very tiny army, and they do seem to have some relatively good units as well, so perhaps we need a little peace with them. Well, minus 943. I haven't played this game in a while, but I don't think that would be helpful.
I did not think
well,
you
of course,
had the
it's
courage to
unacceptable.
come before me.
Okay, that's an interesting map. We can't do any peace treaties. I'm sure we can't do it with anyone else either. We could probably get rid of that just quickly.
Funds are deducted from our treasury at the beginning of each season.
Oh, the public order is decent there.
And wages of the clan's troops.
Now, defending Kyoto is very interesting. It can be quite easy to do, but unfortunately nobody really attacks it. And if they do attack it, they just use as much power as possible. Okay. Well, let's just deal with it like that. What is this? Rebels. Oh, that's nice. Let's see if we can actually defeat them. Oh yes, we can. Should I now make them a vassal? Which would probably be quite smart. Unfortunately, I don't think they would last very long. They would probably just... shut up. They would probably just, well, become enemies quite quickly. So let's just occupy. And why not? And let's occupy. And I can also, I'm pretty sure I can just destroy them. Oh, I really love ninjas. They are very fun to use in battles. They are great for defending because they think they can throw some bombs or something, but even for attacking they can be useful. It's more for defending if you can hide somewhere. Castle defenses, you may not think about it, but castle defenses they're great for. And if like you can hide in woods, I think they are quite useful as well. What do we have here? We have some real giant fortress place. Let's see. We could kill them all with this army. That's actually a full army, so we should be able to kill them all like that. Maybe it's gonna be in the next video to do a little cleanup. It's just a tiny little overview. Shut up. Okay. So we have some ninjas.
Agents can be removed by assassination.
Right. Can we remove something by assassination? I'm not sure. Can we actually do something? We can sabotage them. We can probably move that army along, and since there's pretty much unlimited money, as I can see, I'm just gonna repair it and build something interesting. Let's build some more ninjas. They're always fun to play around with. So these should actually help defend this place, I think.
When defending territory,
and these probably won't do much at all. Let's try to use the agent, what we can do. Oh, we can actually bribe the army, which is a high chance of success. Yay! We have the army, which is not a lot of the army here, but well, they can die fighting for our side now. And I'm not sure if we can actually win. So I think we'll do another video, do some cleanup on this map. It should be interesting. There's quite a lot going on. Sort of establish some borders. There are some vassals. I think they were probably made out of desperation because there wasn't simply enough armies to just clean up the territory from basically all the sides. That can happen. I'm not sure if this is the case with this game, but with the Empire, I believe, if you play it on like hard mode or very hard mode, basically at some point all the factions will just go to war with you, and no matter how much money you pay them, no matter what you do, no matter if you give them territories or something, they will just be at war with you and they won't accept any peace. Maybe some smaller factions will be your allies, but basically everyone else will just go to war for absolutely no useful reason. But in this map, basically, this is what we have. We have enemies from every possible side. And again, in the next video, we will do some cleanup. I'm sure it will be quite interesting. This is a very large army. A very nice army. I think I should just switch them all to something a bit more fancy. But I think where's that research? Yeah, I think this was only 95 turns, so I'm sure that it simply didn't develop that much. The most interesting units I think get developed somewhere here, maybe. Not this one, but yeah, there's Bow Hero I don't really care about. Katana Hero I think is very good, but this Great Guard is quite interesting as well. So we'll be able to unlock some new units, and I think there's like monks or something as well. So I think it's in one of those temples. I want to say templates. I think. Well, what do we have here? We have churches. Or maybe we don't have monks, we have... maybe we will switch with religion. Or maybe it's in the other game or DLC of the Shogun too. I'm not too sure, but yeah, like you can get all these monks. Or maybe you can only get for certain factions. So it doesn't matter, we will see what's going on a bit later. But this is quite an interesting map, and this is a vassal, which I believe has been conquered by this particular army. That can go back to Kyoto. And yeah, there's nothing. Shut up! Oh, before the next video I'm sure we'll be able to disable that nonsense. I hate that help. Even on a new game I never use the help. It's just very annoying and quite useless. Now this is an interesting one. These actually... The public order is quite terrible here. I have to say, I'm not really sure why, but they aren't very good.
To repair a building,
Some reason. But I'm sure the reason simply is because everything here has been conquered relatively recently. I'm not sure, again, this was like 8 years ago that I last played this game, so I have no real clue as to what's going on. But this is the sort of base of things here. We have some vassals, which will probably become enemies really soon. And then going to the right, we have some relatively peaceful towns, those who need to be cleaned up. Then the ninjas can go straight here somewhere. Perhaps even kill someone like that. Let's sabotage the army, let's see if it works. These assassinations are more exciting. Now personally I like the DLC that's sort of new age. I think it's 1800s something. That's a bit more exciting to me. This one is fine. The early age, I don't know which century it is, but that's the most boring to me. This has a bit of guns, so it makes the whole thing a bit more, well, I guess less honorable but more dynamic. And these Takeda troops will be suffering some great attrition here. That fortress should be relatively simple to defend, even against all these rebels and whatnot. And if that fails, we can always send some reinforcements and just kill them all. Oh, and there's actually more, I didn't even notice. So the interesting thing about this game, you get a lot of these mountains. I think in the European maps you don't really get all that stuff. So it's kind of... It makes things more about routes rather than how much plain sort of simple territory you have. And what do we have here? We have some rebels. There's lots of rebels going on here. I think these were supposed to move further. I'm pretty sure, because this is a very large army, and these can actually probably just take over the rebel settlement. Let's attempt to bribe it. Oh no, it failed. Well, that was to be expected, I guess. And then there's another settlement. So I think we'll do some cleanup, perhaps move in with this army here. And then with this army we'll go into the Takeda territory, and I think it's probably a fortress, but we will see what can actually be done. And here let's just actually take a look what it is. Like that. Okay, and let's see if there's some reinforcements. Well, I think that should be perfectly fine, and the next season will be spring, so we'll be able to just move in. I'm not gonna move to another turn now, because it's gonna take forever with all the battles, so that will probably need to be fought manually. So we're just gonna end the video here, and in the next video you can probably expect some cleanup on this map. It should be very interesting, lots of interesting battles. And I think the territory will be expanded quite well too. Also, stay tuned for some transport fever stuff. Take a look at some of my previous videos. Some interesting building of a useless island, turning it into some really great thing with lots of manufacturing and buses, and then building up a nearby town and all that.